Okay, for more on this, we're now joined live by Chris Lewis, CTV News public safety analyst. And Chris, thanks a lot for taking time to speak with us today. So, again, we're talking about another officer-involved shooting here. Let's back up. 7 o'clock this morning, the video, you see that gray Jeep Grand Cherokee that's sitting there. Let's talk about this. Who is responsible? What agency is responsible for safety at the airport?
Hi, Bakari. Always good talking to you as well. Peel Regional Police are responsible for policing normal policing activities at the Pearson Airport, just like they would be in Fairview Mall. They are the police of jurisdiction. The RCMP have some authority in the airport in a different way, as do Canada Customs and other law enforcement agencies, but it's Peel Regional Police that patrol, respond to occurrences within the airport facility.
Okay, Chris, let's kind of go through what we know so far. There was a reason why police went over to the vehicle. When they get there, this individual has a weapon. Why does it matter how that weapon was produced? If it was pointed, if it was just shown? Let's talk about that.
It's always difficult. I mean, we're kind of guessing what may or may not have happened. We were basing some of our analysis on what the chief has said. He said so in good faith, based on things folks have told him. Not necessarily has it all been kind of really sorted out yet, but that investigation is underway. But when officers respond to something like that, if there's a threat of a firearm, they're going to likely draw their weapons if they believe there's a firearm there. If someone produces a gun, they've got like a second to drop it before they're going to be shot, because they could very quickly go from holding it to pointing it and pulling the trigger, less than a second. And so they really aren't going to waste a lot of time unless they can get behind solid cover to protect them from being shot. They're not going to waste a lot of time before they actually exchange gunfire.
Chris, why is all of that important? If this, suspect has a gun in front of police, why does it matter, how it was presented? Because the fact is, this person has a gun in front of police.
For sure. And I mean, I've been on calls when I was a tactical officer where someone come out of the house with a gun, and we're behind the corner of the house. And he's pointing it at the ground, and he's walking looking for us. The moment he broke cover, where we're hollering at him, drop the gun, drop the gun. If he didn't drop the gun, the moment he broke cover in relation to us not being protected by the building anymore, there was gunfire fired by the police officers. And so as these things unfold, in every millisecond block, something could change when you make the decision to pull the trigger. And so the only people that can do that and really totally understand it are those that are in the position at the time. And so when they chose to pull the trigger, then they did so fearing their lives or someone else's life was in jeopardy. Prior to that, they didn't. But that could change so rapidly.
Okay, Chris, we have time for one more question. I just want to get your take on this situation.
Well, my take on the situation is there was just some sort of a dispute between some people. Police responded to that dispute. And during the course of that, somehow or another, a gun was produced by someone, according to the statement by the chief of police. And Peel Police ended up shooting the individual because he didn't drop the gun. Or, and there's a variance of that. Maybe the first time they even knew there was a gun was there when he pulled it out. But there was some sort of dialogue, so something was occurring there prior to gunfire on behalf of the Peel Regional Police. But a lot of details yet to unfold.
All right, CTV News public safety analyst Chris Lewis. Thank you.